What's up, y'all?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Eagle Talk. It's your girl, Rosemary Lewis.
C. Lewis is here. Podcast, YouTube. Here we are.
Yes, we are excited, y'all. Every time that we have an opportunity to invite y'all into our pillow talk, our Eagle Talk, we love that.
In the comfort of our backyard.
In the comfort of our own home. And today we are very excited about our topic. But first, we need y'all to do a couple favors for us.
Please like and subscribe to our channel.
Yes, subscribe to our channel. And in the show notes today or in the description box, you will see a link on how to become a VIP Eagle Talk Insider. So you want to join our VIP email list because we have just different free masterclasses that we're planning, different events, different giveaways, and you're going to have to be on the VIP list in order to get that.
Yeah, we got a good one that we're working on probably for next month for everybody that's interested in doing an Airbnb.
Yes, so ka-ching! You want to be a part of that. And let's talk about what we're going to get into today, y'all.
Today, I'm ultra excited because it's one of my favorite hobbies to do. We are going to talk about online mentors.
Yes. So before we get into it, though, I want to share with you just a story that I think goes right along with this. So a couple years ago, oh my goodness, it has to be, yeah, how long ago?
It wasn't a couple, that was a while ago.
It was a while ago
yeah.
when the Oprah Winfrey Show was on. As a matter of fact, I know when it was. It was like 2007. And I was like my whole life, I have been watching Oprah. Like, remember when Oprah first, she came on in the afternoon, then she switched to the morning. So I was a little kid, like watching all the Oprah shows. And she was one of the first people that, started talking about being positive and being a giver. And as I was becoming an adult, I was, just on this path. And Oprah was where I really got a lot of my content from.
Yeah.
And I absolutely loved her. So one of my homegirls, Carla, what up, Carla?
What up?
Another side note, Carla was actually Corey's next door neighbor.
Yes, she is.
Is growing up.
Yeah.
When he was growing up, they grew up next door to each other. And then because, I was his boo thing over there when we were little, she and I became friends.
Yes.
So Carla knew that I was a diehard Oprah fan. And y'all got tickets to the Oprah Winfrey Show. And she invited me to go. So it was a Friday. I was so excited. Like, I was just bubbling, like just so excited to be on the show. And they, they had a thing, like they wanted bright colors in the front, and I always wore black. Well, I still black is still my jam. But so they were picking, like when you're in the green room, they pick you and tell you where you get to go sit. So long story short, I was sitting all the way at the top, like in the rafters. And I'm like, okay, I'm like the whole show, I'm like just so excited to see Oprah. And I'm in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, Oprah don't know it, but she's my auntie. Right?
Auntie O.
Auntie O. She don't know me, but I know her. So y'all, listen to what your girl did on a commercial break, because you taped the show and they pause for commercial breaks. On a commercial break, about the third one, I was bubbling up until I didn't know what came out of me. I stood up, screamed out, Oprah, I love you, and I'm a teacher. Oprah turned around, y'all, and was like, who said that? And I raised my hand. She called me down, took a picture with me. I still have the picture.
Still got the picture to prove it.
And the funny thing is that I'm smiling so big on the picture, you can't even really tell it's me or Oprah. Like, I look like that. Like, I'm smiling so big. And when I got home, as soon as I got in the car, because they take your cell phones and everything, because we were using cell phones in 2007.
Yeah.
I called Corey and I told him what happened, and he was like, of course you did.
Yeah, I totally believe it.
Of course you did. But for me, it was like, if I'm in the room with somebody who was so impactful to me, she was going to know that I was there. If I had that opportunity, that proximity to her, I thought that we would end up being friends forever. It didn't quite work out like that, right. But we were there. So I just wanted to share that story because a lot of the mentors that we're going to talk about today, that's how we feel about them. Because in their area of expertise, they have deposited into our lives. And we often hear people say, well, I don't have any friends that are entrepreneurs. I don't have anybody that I can talk to. I haven't seen a healthy relationship modeled. And in this day and age of the Google, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to wait to get in front of a Oprah Winfrey
Right.
in order to receive that type of knowledge. And if, a lot of us have been gifted with those people in our circle, even if you haven't, there are lots of folks that you can reach out and touch by typing in the search bar, and we're going to share with you a few of ours.
So we're going to go over a couple of our online mentors, and I will start. I wrote it down so I didn't miss anybody. I'm only going to mention 5, by the way. One is YouTuber I watch out of Atlanta, and his channel is called David Never Sleeps. And why I like David is because he's a younger guy, but he's a business guy. But he interviews a lot of business people, real estate, fitness, health and wellness, banking, entertainers, just a lot of really good, powerful information. And it's just free information, and you get good game for free.
Yeah, so you really like looking at him.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So one of my online mentors, y'all, I found this lady last year, and it has just been a game changer for my life. Her name is Amy Porterfield. So Amy does not, at least to my knowledge, is not a huge YouTuber. So we're using the term online loosely.
Yeah.
But Amy has a podcast called Online Entrepreneur Made Easy or something like that. And she has a digital course that I took. But the thing that I love about Amy is that she literally is the epitome of doing it scared, of getting out of your own head, getting out of your own way. And her story is that she was in corporate and she went from working for Tony Robbins, right? And just knew that she had, still, even though she was working for Tony Robbins, she was kind of in a rat race of building somebody else's dream and not hers. And she had an idea of making digital courses, like teaching online. And long story short, she went from her first online course. She had one person sign up and made like $200 to now 11, 13 years later, she's making multi-million dollars each time that she launches, and that's just a part of her job. But what I love about her podcast is that she's just very transparent with different parts of her journey, just from not feeling like she was good enough, qualified. And her tagline is, she went from being a corporate girl to owning a business that used to only exist in her daydream. And I just love her. I love everything that she puts out. And it's just very inspirational to me. So Amy Porterfield.
Another one of mine is my man, Uncle G, Grant Cardone. Y'all know I mention him all of the time, but he never gets old. He never gets stale. He has Grant Cardone Enterprises, Cardone University, all of that. But on YouTube, he has something called Cardone Zone on Monday nights. Of course, you can watch it whenever you want. And last night, probably one of the most powerful videos that I've seen him do this year, he did financial advice for a world in turmoil. That's the name of the video. Real good information. He kind of mentioned just how the U.S. just spent $500 million on masks, and then they dropped the mandate 60 days later. Where to put your cash right now. He mentioned the whole Russia situation. I mean, he just broke it down. Everything, I'm not telling y'all everything he says is law, but really good perspective, and I just like his energy and his information.
And I have to tell you, a couple years ago, it was actually right before the pandemic, we went to the 10X conference.
In Vegas.
And I'm going to be honest and say, I was just it was my baby's Christmas present.
I loved every second of it.
And I kind of went in with a closed mindset because just personality-wise, Grant was not my cup of tea. And this is why you have to open yourself up, because I learned so much at that conference.
Yeah.
And, as my mindset evolves, I can see I can even see a cocky person and not be overwhelmed with their cockiness, but see the confidence. And honestly, success leaves clues. So even though Grant normally wasn't my cup of tea, I also have learned a lot from Uncle G.
Yeah, and that was a great conference. I'm glad you mentioned it, because I'm thinking he brought out Floyd Mayweather, Magic Johnson, who else? Kevin Hart was
and
there.
And then some other people that we didn't know, like Scooter Braun, Marie Forleo, who is an amazing female entrepreneur. So again, success leaves clues, and successful people kind of run in packs too.
Yeah, they do.
So a lot of times, as a matter of fact, my next person that I'm going to mention, actually, I didn't realize it is connected to Amy Porterfield.
What was it?
So my next person that I so love is Jennifer Allwood.
Oh.
Well, Jennifer Allwood, remember when I read that book, Fear is Not the Boss of You?
Yes.
And I was like, you have to read it. She wrote it geared towards females, but I really believe anyone can read the book and benefit from it. And if you've been rocking with Corey and I for a while, you know that our mantra in life is do it scared.
Yep.
So just the title, Fear is Not the Boss of You, like, do yourself a favor, go to Audible, download it right now. And it's one of those Audible books that, y'all, I legitly, I was finding stuff to do so that I can finish it. And normally I just, I'm listening to several books at once. But I've also subscribed to Jennifer's podcast. And in short, she is a female Christian entrepreneur who's showing other entrepreneurs how to do it, right? And she is unapologetic about how she loves Jesus and also unapologetic about getting that bag. So I love that about her, and I've just gleaned so much from her podcast, so much from her book. And she's actually, maybe we will do we do a book with Eagle Talk. Right now we're reading Who Not How. But maybe we can do like a sub with girls or guys who would like to read her book, because it is fantabulous, and she has become definitely one of my top online mentors.
Give her name one more time.
Jennifer Allwood.
There you go, Jennifer Allwood. Okay, number 3 is going to be another one of my guys, Maxwell. And I'm going to tell y'all why I like Max, because Max is out of North Carolina. He is a real estate investor, but he started out as a wholesaler, getting properties under contracts, just assigning them to end buyers. And then he found out what I found out, that the cash flow is where you need to also be in that space. So he started buying, a crap ton of rental properties the last 3 years. He's only been in the business about 5 years now. About 10 million he has acquired and he's done. But really good information. I have people that ask me all of the time about how to get in investing, how to do wholesale transactions, where should I start, all of that. If you literally just go to his page, Maxwell on YouTube, and just started his first video to the video he did Friday. He recently got married in Dubai. And he took his wife on a first flight. A couple of years ago, he got tired of just being in the airports and waiting in lines and all that kind of stuff. So he went and got his pilot's license and bought him a plane. And he figured out he saves a lot more time and getting, to where he's trying to do business. So that's the type of thinker that he is. Maxwell, he's an amazing guy.
Yeah, I like Max. Max is one of those, all of these people that we're talking about, I think show you what's possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What is possible when you get outside of your own way, and a commonality. Because the fact that they're even online mentors, which is mentoring us in our Eagle Talk journey, is that they got success, but then they're giving it away, right? Yeah. They're giving away their blueprint and just going back and sharing with others.
Yeah, I just like he's just one of those guys. He takes no for vitamins, is what they say in our world. So when we get told no, something can't be done, it kind of fuels us up when we just go after it and just knock it out. Quick interruption, y'all.
Hey, look, this is what we need you to do. If you are enjoying what you're hearing here with Eagle Talk with Team Lewis, y'all go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're listening to the podcast and share us with a friend, right?
I'm thanking you guys in advance.
We're thanking you in advance. Okay, now back to the show. Okay, love that. Okay, another one of mine is y'all, Auntie Tabitha Brown.
All right.
Listen,
that's a good one there.
I love Tabitha Brown. I hope you put a soundtrack with that. I love Tabitha Brown, and this is why I love Tabitha Brown, y'all. Because she is an example. She was on my vision board last year. She's back on my vision board because I want, I'm not trying to be an actor like Tab, but I want faith like Tab, right? And obedience like Tab. And if you've listened to her story, pretty much the Lord told her to start, she was pursuing acting and got so many no's over and over and over. She pursued being a vegan for her health, and the Lord told her to turn on her camera. And she turned on her camera when there wasn't nobody watching, but she was consistent. She kept doing it. And then he come in her kitchen, child, and just presented her with so many opportunities. And I'm just so grateful for her. She, to me, is just somebody who eludes light in a very dark world, and I just love it, and I'm here for it. I'm here for, did y'all hear when she clapped back at Wendy? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But from a place of love, right? It wasn't from a place, Tabitha when she clapped back at Wendy, it literally was the way, like when you read the Bible, that's why I gotta read the Bible. Jesus clapped back, but he clapped back in love.
Yeah.
And I just love everything that I've seen about her. And I appreciate, again, when I see her, I see that it's a faith walk. And one thing that about her story that I even resonate with so much, my son bought me her book for my birthday. And her book was really much like the way she talks. But she writes a lot in her book about losing her mom, right? And just going through that process, and even about being now her dreams coming true and her mother not being here in the physical. And my God, like, do I resonate with that right now, just as I think about the things that we're pursuing in our life. So Tab, shout out to you. I mean, I feel kind of weird calling you Auntie Tab because you're only a little bit older than me.
Cousin Tab.
Cousin Tab.
Yeah.
Right, cousin Tab. Not just cousin, because I know her. Yeah. She is cutting, right? Okay. Like let's just be clear. I'm gonna be such a fangirl and sprint through the airport when I meet Tabitha, because I'm gonna meet her.
She's gonna say something to you.
Right, I'm gonna say something to you, but just totally appreciate just your example of what a faith walk and obedience looks like.
Yeah, I like
Love
Tabitha.
her.
All right, so my next one is I'm gonna give y'all them EYL boys, the Earn Your Leisure guys, Troy, Rashad, and the Red Panda. They talk everything too. I guess everybody, most of the people, I said at Grant, talk multiple subjects.
Yeah.
You know, not just real estate or not just business, but
kind of like Eagle Talk.
Kind of like Eagle Talk. Yeah, I guess so. Now, while I like them, man, I just like full transparency, and I like the fact that they're not guarded, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because you can easily, which they have live events and stuff like that, but y'all don't know how hard it is to get online 2, 3, 4 times a week. And give this information to the people.
It is.
So
it's a commitment.
Yeah, they talk everything. Just put Earn Your Leisure in there, and it is a thing. I mean, it started like I think in Troy's basement in New York, and now they're doing. I don't know. They just did a big event in Atlanta. Matter of fact,
kind of like
Eagle Talk. Yeah, I guess you're right. Similarities.
Well, you know, we're speaking. Yeah. Just being able to affect a lot of people in a positive way into fruition.
That's what they're doing. Matter of fact, they'll be in Houston next weekend. Talking crypto, talking business, real estate, the whole 9 yards. So I just salute the guys that give back, because it's hard to show up consistently.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to have people or to ask people consistently to come on your show and give for free. So much respect to those guys.
Yes, love that. Okay, my next person, y'all, is my uncle. You see how like I'm talking like I know him, because
everybody's a family member.
They really like, this is who I resonate with. But this guy and I, like, we were like tongue in tooth. That's a certain tongue in cheek. Like skin on, like white on rice.
Put it down in the thing.
Yeah, whatever it should be.
Right.
We were like freaking frat.
There you go.
For my first year and a half in real estate. That's me and my boy Art Williams. Okay, so Art Williams, if you like, don't leave our video, but when you get a moment, Art Williams, just do it. That speech, man. Okay, Rosemary in real estate, just feeling defeated, feeling like, why did I quit my job? What am I doing? I can't sell. And every day I would listen to Art Williams just do it. I was introduced to it at a mastermind. Corey and I went to a mastermind that we couldn't afford to go to, but we went to the mastermind.
That's right.
And that, like, if I didn't get anything else from that mastermind, just someone mentioning this video changed the trajectory of my career. Because every single day when I would sit down to do my lead generation and my cold calls and just really not feeling great about myself and about my capabilities to show up, I would listen to Art Williams just do a speech in the background. And he's like, you know, whatever excuse you can give yourself, just do it and do it and do it. He said the difference between a $50,000 earner a year and a $500,000 earner is that they just do a little bit more. And they just do it. And he said the problem, y'all, with smart people is that they never get around to doing nothing. Right? You're too smart trying to figure everything out, where other people that just do it and do it and do it, that's when you see the results. So Uncle Art, I love you.
I'm really glad you referenced that video, because mine is also not a video, but it's a channel. So my fifth one is not a person. It's actually on YouTube. If you put in motivational instinct, or if you put in helpful dreams or motivational instinct, They are daily videos, almost like words of affirmation. You know, they have Jim Rome is in there, Steve Harvey is in there. What's my man? Les Brown is in there. And every day I make sure that I listen to one. It's most of the time 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes tops if I'm on a treadmill or something like that. But you get a chance to hear their life, their experience, their perspectives. They're motivating you to keep dreaming and to keep doing things like that. So I didn't want to drop a person. For the last one, I wanted to drop just situations, because everything that they do on those two channels are situations that we live through every day.
So let me tell you what's so funny. My last one is not a person either. we did not talk about this, y'all.
Not at all.
My last one is not a person, and my last one was actually random worship music. So every morning, you know, I go into I have a she shed in our room or in our house where I get to go and work out, and I start my days there journaling and praying and worshiping. And every morning I turn YouTube on to like whatever worship song is on my heart, and then I just let it go, right? So, you know, Victory Belongs to Jesus, The Call by Isabel Davis, Jireh, like all of these worship songs, they really set my intention for my heart for the day and honestly for my life. And these songs, I will, just to give you just a, you know, it's really crazy, because what you put in you is what is going to erupt out of you, right? So at some point, Corey and I stopped being huge TV watchers. You know, we might have a show or two here that we will dabble in. Right. But we're not huge TV watchers, but we are huge consumers of different content. And I would love to say that it's all great. Like, we also be on Instagram, like looking up like Jello shots. Yeah. Not Jello shots, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but for the most part, we try to be intentional. And with this worship music, just when my mother was transitioning, you know, all of the songs that were like, I would keep the room filled with music, right? Just really just setting the atmosphere of comfort for her. And all of the songs that would play on the playlist, it was like, I remember being in my closet and that song hitting a different way. Or now that I'm in the moment, for, you know, and my mom is transitioning and hearing someone say victory belongs to Jesus, like it meant it took on a whole different meaning. And I know that it meant something even more to me because that wasn't the first time I heard it. Right. That it has been, I've been sowing that seed for a long time, and that's what's going to come out of me. Same thing, like if you're on a treadmill listening to positive affirmations, if you're listening about dreams and stuff like that, when negativity does come your way or you face challenges in life, your natural reflex is not going to be, oh my God.
Right. You're not defeated because you've trained your mind and the way you think that you will be able to overcome it or you will win.
Yes. So hey, that's our list. We'll continue to share because I think the lists are ever evolving. Yeah. And
I like that we did this, and I like the fact that we will do this again because I think it's neat. We have a lot of other people, but
yeah. And people ask us all the time about like who we listen to, what books we're reading, and these are just easy things that you can do just to start. So if any of these folks resonated with you, look them up, and if you are any of these folks, look us up. Right. Because we love you and we appreciate you. And that's what we got for today.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all go out and do your things. See y'all next time.
We'll see you soon.